Indigents of Shaki town in Oyo State gathered to bid farewell to a distinguished son of the soil, a revered statesman and former secretary to the Oyo State government from 1999 to 2003, Chief Michael Koleosho. The Ajegunle Baptist Church, Shaki, was filled with dignitaries and the creme de la creme of Nigeria, all present to pay their last respects. Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State delivered a heartfelt eulogy, sharing his personal experiences with Chief Koleosho, whom he described as a trusted advisor and a treasure full of knowledge in governance. As a testament to his legacy, Governor Makinde pronounced the renaming of a polytechnic in Chief Koleosho's honor.
But I had the opportunity to spend quality time with Baba, and I can tell you, not once did Baba bury anything for himself or for his children. But one of his nipe, the technical college Shaki must be refurbished and relaunched. So I told Baba, okay, I will not wait to hear any story or stories that touch. I will that day set the process in motion to name the Polytechnic Okeogun after Baba.
You know, with the palace of heaven. In fact, it is believed by scholars that everything that John was mentioning, he was just using an equivalent language. Those things don't exist among men, the kind of things that he saw. When you get to that kind of place, you will say to yourself, wow, God, I'd like to be here. It is good to be here. It is wonderful to be here. That is why there is joy in death for those who get there.
President Bola Tinubu was represented by Zacchaeus Adedeji, chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, who condoled with the family and reassured Nigerians that his policies would soon yield fruitful results.
When they are debating the road that someone mentioned yesterday, Mr. President asked it in particular. He said, will this road, will it go through Babalaje's area? I said, that is what they have been calling you for. He said, okay, please go ahead. Mr. President is an infrastructure president, and he said, just doing road 1 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 4 kilometer, I discover is not going to help. I want to connect the whole country, and I start from Lagos to Calabar. The next one, he said, that I will put in place Sokoto Badagry. And when we are doing Sokoto Badagry, he now said, so where and where will we go through? The moment Mr. President heard this will go through Ishe, Shaki, or whatever, I said, okay, that is the alignment we are going to go through. That because that is where Babalaje comes from.
In a grand procession, Pa Koleosho's remains were conveyed to his home, where he was laid to rest amid tears and tributes from loved ones. His children and family-in-law remembered him fondly as a unifying figure whose absence would be deeply felt.
I would describe my father as deeply loving. His greatest priority was always the welfare of his family. Every decision, every action he took, he carefully considered the impact on the family, especially the political ones, so that it doesn't negatively affect us. He was a man of unwavering integrity. Never want to share from calling a spade a spade. No matter who talks is God. His commitment to the truth was steadfast.
He is of community service, and I think that's what has come out most important this week of his funeral ceremonies. Baba is a man that was called to serve his people, and he's done so for the last 86 years that he was on earth. And it's also a lesson of unity. I think Baba is a unifying force within his community.
Yeah, I miss the push that he gives us as children. Miss his guidance, his advice. I miss seeing him, talking with him every Sunday. And it's a great loss for all of us. But we are comforted in the kind of life he has lived. He has done his best. He has done very well for himself and for us. And he has upheld the name of the family very high. And we plan to do the same.
The reception that followed was a vibrant celebration of Pa Koleosho's life, as dignitaries gathered to share stories and memories of this remarkable journey. It was a fitting tribute to a man whose legacy would continue to inspire generations.
He's not just a father-in-law, he was a father in the true sense of the word. He treated me just like he treats any of his other children. Drew me close and embraced me from the very first day I met him. He welcomed me to the family, and he's been a father to me ever since. I'll miss his counsel, his wisdom, his life stories, because through his stories there's something that you pick, something that you learn.
A man from this part of the country, a southwesterner, to give his first daughter out to a northerner is what very little people do. So that tells you he's a bridge builder. That shows you equally he is very religiously tolerant. So for Daddy, there is nothing like politics of religion. And it's something I believe the entire nation should learn from. And I believe Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu learned from him.
Though Pa Michael Koleosho may be gone, his impact on Oyo State and Nigeria will never be forgotten. May his soul rest in peace.